Mingling with the haze of the midday sun, Kaima could sense the watchful eyes of the rival tribe warriors, their presence a silent reminder of the danger that lurked around every corner. At the heart of the village, seated upon a crude throne carved from the gnarled trunk of a baobab tree, sat Jabari, the leader of the rival tribe. He was a formidable figure, with a countenance as hard as the stone that surrounded them. His eyes, dark and piercing, held a mixture of suspicion and curiosity as Kaima approached. Kaima met Jabari's gaze with a steady resolve, his own eyes reflecting the determination burning within him. He could feel the weight of their shared history, the centuries-old animosity that fueled countless conflicts between their tribes. But he also saw a glimmer of hope, a belief that they could rise above their differences and forge a new path forward. He spoke of the dangers that threatened them all, of the need to set aside their differences and seek a peaceful resolution. He appealed to Jabari's sense of honor and duty, urging him to consider the welfare of their people above all else. At first, Jabari was resistant, his expression guarded and distrustful, but as Kaima continued to speak, his words touched something deep within him. He saw the sincerity in Kaima's eyes, the genuine desire to find a way forward that would benefit all tribes. Slowly, tentatively, Jabari began to lower his defenses, allowing himself to consider the possibility of peace. The negotiations were long and arduous, filled with moments of tension and uncertainty, but Kaima remained steadfast, his commitment to finding a peaceful resolution unwavering. With each passing hour, he and Jabari found common ground, their shared desire for a better future binding them together. In the end, an agreement, a path that would bring an end to centuries of conflict and division. It was a fragile peace built on trust and mutual respect, but it was a start. As Kaima and his companions were on their way back to their village, they carried with them the hope of a new beginning, a chance to build a future where peace and harmony could flourish. As Kaima and his companions made their way back to the village, a sense of anticipation filled the air. The sun hung low in the sky, casting a warm golden glow over the savannah as they journeyed homeward. The landscape seemed to echo their newfound hope, vibrant and alive, with the promise of a better future. As they approached the outskirts of the village, Kaima's heart swelled with pride and relief. The familiar sight of the sound of home greeted them, a welcome reminder of the bonds that united their community. Villagers emerged from their huts, their faces alive with joy and excitement as they caught sight of Kaima and his companions returning victoriously. The news of the peace agreement spread like wildfire through the village, igniting a wave of celebration and jubilation. Drummers beat out rhythmic cadence, their vibrant melodies filling the air with infectious energy. Dancers twirled and leaped with wild abandon, their movement a joyful expression of the newfound harmony that had blossomed between their tribes. As Kaima and his companions entered the heart of the village, they were met with cheers and applause from the gathered crowd. Elders approached with outstretched hands, offering words of gratitude and respect for their courage and perseverance. Kaima's heart swelled with pride as he looked upon the faces of his fellow villagers, knowing that their sacrifices had not been in vain. That evening, the village came alive with the sounds of celebration. Fires blazed brightly, casting flickering shadows against the walls of the hut as villagers gathered around to share stories and laughter. Tables groaned under the weight of food and drink, as families and friends came together to feast in honor of their newfound alliance. As the festivals reached their peak, a hush fell over the crowd as Kaima stepped forward to address his fellow villagers. His words were simple yet powerful, a heartfelt expression of gratitude for their unwavering support and belief in the power of peace. He spoke of the challenges they had faced together and the strength they had found in the unity. But as kaimas spoke, a sense of anticipation filled the air, for they knew that the lioness spirit had yet to make her presence known. And sure enough, as in response to their silent call, she appeared before them, her form shimmering with an ethereal light. The villagers gasped in awe as the lioness spirit stepped forward, her eyes glowing with warmth that filled their hearts with hope. She spoke not just voice, but with a presence that transcended language, a silent blessing upon their union. As she moved among them, her touch was gentle yet powerful, a tangible reminder of the bond that united them all, and the night wore on, the celebrations continued. Kaima knew that the journey was far from over, but with the lioness spirit by their side, he was filled with a sense of hope and determination, knowing that together they could overcome any challenge that lay ahead. As the sun rose over the village, painting the sky with hues of pink and gold, a sense of tranquility settled over the land. The air was filled with the sweet scent of blooming flowers and the melodious chirping of birds, a stark contrast to the tension and uncertainty that had plagued them in the past days. Peace had finally come to the village, a fragile yet precious gift born from the courage and determination of its people. For Kaima, the weight of the world seemed to lift from his shoulders as he watched the dawn break over the horizon. The trials and tribulations of their journey had faded into memory, replaced by a sound of profound gratitude and relief. He felt a deep sense of pride knowing that their sacrifices had not been in vain, that their village was now united in purpose and resolve. As he walked through the village, Kaima could feel the change in the air, the purple of sense of hope and optimism that permeated every corner. Villagers greeted him with smiles and nods of recognition, their eyes aligned with newfound sense of peace and security. Kaima knew that their journey was far from over, but for now, he allowed himself to savor the moment, to reveal the knowledge that they had triumphed against all odds. Throughout it all, Kaima maintained his bond with the lioness spirit, the silent guardian who had guided them through the darkness of time. Though she no longer appeared to him in dreams or vision, Kaima could feel her presence in the whisper of the wind and in the gentle rushes of the leaves. She was a constant source of strength and inspiration, a reminder of the interconnectedness of the living things. As days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, Kaima's legacy began to take shape. His name became synonymous with courage and wisdom, a beacon of hope for future generations. The peace that had settled over the village was a testament to his leadership and vision, a reminder that even in the face of adversity, anything was possible when people came together with common purpose. And so, as Kaima looked out over the village he called home, he knew that his journey was far from over, but he also knew that it had left a legacy that would endure for generations to come. A legacy built on love, duty, and the unwavering belief in the power of peace.